concept of Western hospital, it was called Western Infirmary, really started off in 1984.
We are in nephrology, we are a niche, and we have a lot of support systems, radiologists, cardiologists on call at any time.
We have attained the ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management Accreditation by Veritas Assurance USA.
Western Hospital, Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
Western Hospital is a continuous quality improving hospital, and I think we have seen the best channel rooms in this country today.
Through app Doc 990, it's basically a consultant channeling app.
So Genie is the first and only PCI DSS certified fintech app in Sri Lanka.
WI is Wesley Infirmary is a good institution for transplantation.
Western Hospital, Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Western Hospitals, your health, our mission.
Western Hospital, located in the heart of Colombo, is renowned for being the leader and the pioneer when it comes to dialysis and kidney transplantation in Sri Lanka. The Western Hospital is also known as a provider of multi-speciality healthcare facilities undertaken to international standards. So today on High TV, we will take a journey down the lane.
Concept of Western hospital, it was called Western Infirmary, really started off in 1984 when we started the first dialysis program in this country. Prior to that, there were no dialysis machines offering any service to the private sector. So I decided to start off a dialysis unit with 4 machines, and we had this not at this site but at the Borella Nursing Home further up in Kota Road. By 1996, we had sufficient clientele to open up this new building, the new site, and we had a 10-bedded unit in this hospital. In 1985, for the first time in this country, we did a kidney transplant. Today I am proud to say that we must have done over 1,500 kidney transplants. We showed that this could be done to the government, and then they invited us to start kidney transplants at the General Hospital, Colombo. Today we are happy that we were involved, myself, Professor Sherif Dean and Dr. Jerry Jayasekara, all of us together at that time started off with the leadership given by the University of Colombo and the private sector giving all the facilities at that time. More recently, we have diversified our activities in this hospital. We have maternity services now, we have dental services and general medical services in any case we had, and now the function today is really to open a brand new channel center, very tastefully designed by Ms. Zainab Ashraf of Indecor Limited, and we have a very active team of young professionals who do many things to uplift the status of this hospital.
This is the dialysis unit of the Western Hospital, and over 120,000 dialyses have been taken place here, and they are truly the pioneer when it comes to dialysis. Here at the X-ray room of the Western Hospital, where they offer digital imaging services, and they've got a whole range of X-rays and ultrasounds and anything that comes into play when it comes to digital imaging services. They've also got a well-trained staff who is ever ready to provide a great service just for you. Conversation with Dr. Habiba Sharif. Hi, Doctor. Tell us about the International Kidney Transplant program that's happening at the Western Hospital.
Okay. Western Hospital, we are the pioneers of kidney transplantation. As you know, we started in 1985 and guided by Professor Rizvi Sharif, who is the pioneer who started nephrology in this country, and Sir is the one who started Western Hospital. And ever since then we have been serving the public of Sri Lanka as well as international patients who come from Israel, Jordan, and India mostly, and Asia, and who come to Sri Lanka, especially to Western Hospital for transplant, because we are a specialized center and we know what we do, because we are in nephrology, we are a niche, and we have a lot of support systems, radiologists, cardiologists on call at any time. And we are a smaller hospital, so smaller hospital means more care, more attention and better service, I would say.
Why must one pick the Western Hospital now? There are so many hospitals out there. This is the 21st century, the technology is so advanced, but why? What's special about the Western Hospital?
I think it's our experience. We have more than 35 years of experience at Western Hospital, and we have the pioneer with us, as well as so many of his students and up and coming nephrologists. And we have a 24-hour system. So we have a dedicated intensive care unit called the KT ICU, Kidney Transplant ICU, only separately for ICU patients. I think in the private sector we are the only one at the moment.
I want the best for my daughter, and I don't want any risk, so that's why I choose to take this hospital to do the transplant kidney for my daughter.
I suffered around 3 years this kidney problem. After the operation only, I thought I get the rebirth in my life. This is the one of the best hospital for the kidney transplantation and everything.
This is the operating theatre at the Western Hospital with a 98% of success, and over 1,200 surgeries have gone down, and they have a super surgical team that's ever willing to provide a great service. Also, they have a kidney transplant ICU that's very rare to see in Sri Lanka, so let's go and see what this is all about.
So it's an 8-bedded ICU with only kidney transplant patients, as opposed to other ICUs where you'd have so many other patients, because kidney transplant patients in general, we give them a very high immunosuppressant. So they are very susceptible to other infections. So we have to be very careful about other patients who are with them. So we make sure that it is completely only for them.
30 years in the industry, all have come a long way. So what are we to expect from the Western Hospital in future?
So we're trying to go into every aspect of the kidney. I would say the kidneys, the ureter, the bladder. So we're trying to go into a new urology suite. So we are not only kidneys, but also if there's stones or if you're having a problem with your ureter or bladder. I mean, we are the complete solution for renal disease. And also we're going into general medicine, and hopefully there'll be a cath lab coming in the future. So hopefully we can look forward to that.
Earlier, the Western Hospital offers multi-speciality facilities, and as you can see, this is one of it. They do have a dental clinic as well. So let's go and see what's in store. And In conversation with the CEO of the Western Hospital. Hi, tell me about the recent developments that underwent after you took over the Western Hospital. What is it like?
Actually, we have made several developments in Western Hospital. It varies from quality development to infrastructural development to technological development. If you look at the development in terms of quality, we have attained the ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management Accreditation by Veritas Assurance USA. We have been accredited as high quality in terms of renal medical services and multi-specialty services. In terms of infrastructural improvement, Western Hospital has recently renovated its operating theatre and it has a new labour theatre. We also diversified into maternity care services. We have a female-friendly maternity unit called Senehasa Maternity Unit. It has all the latest digital X-ray technology as well as Doppler scanning technology, 4D scanning technology as well. Then also we attained new car parks in the recent past. It was a big problem in Western Hospital. We didn't have much car space. Now we have 2 car parks with a 50 car park capacity. In terms of the technological development in Western Hospital, we have been a hospital that has always aligned ourselves with cutting-edge innovations. One of the innovations that we have brought is from the perspective of the hospital is developed new HMIS systems, HRIS systems, and recently we have even aligned our human resource management information system. From a consumer perspective, we are developing a new website and it's going to be mobile friendly and it's going to give a good GUI graphical user interface for our patients out there. And we are also trying to tie up with fintech applications so they can make payments through the website as well. Those are the major technological developments and infrastructural developments, as I said, as well as our quality developments. And in addition to this, Western Hospital actually was recognized as the best, as a Platinum Award winner in the Business World International Organization awards night that was happened at Taj Samudra. This is one of the best awards in South Asia.
Healthcare and related services, we recognize Western Hospital with a Platinum Award. Everybody put your hands together for the Western Hospital.
That was a lot of work for 30 years and a lot of developments were to be seen at the Western Hospital. What's down the pipeline?
In terms of the pipeline, we have so many new innovations that we are planning on developing in Western Hospital. One of the things is we are planning on tying up with global leaders in hemodialysis. We also recently tied up with India's 3rd largest laboratory chain. Now we have the capability to do any test, whether it be ophthalmology, neurology, nephrology, orthopedics. We have the screening capability now in our hand at Western Hospital. So we're going in for more venture partnerships, strategic alliances, joint ventures. But also in the pipeline is trying to tie up with financial technology partners. Like, as you know, we tied up with Dialog Genie, we have tied up with HNB Solo, we're tied up with FreeMe, and we expect to get into more fintech applications because we think that's the future in the digital age. Everybody's using their phones, so we expect healthcare services to be mobile friendly as well in the future, and I think that's the future, and Western Hospitals is on that path.
That's great, especially to see that a hospital is keeping up with the ever-growing technical world. It's really great to see that. So best of luck with everything that you'll hope to do in the future, and thank you so very much for taking the time to talk to us. At the Western Hospital, you get everything under one roof. So as you can see, they also have a pharmacy, so you don't have to carry your prescriptions and go anywhere. You can just get it done from here as well. So let's go and see what more is there for you. entering the kitchen of the Western Hospital, and I am in conversation with the Deputy Chairman of the Western Hospital, Mrs. Sharif. So tell us about this kitchen and the standards that you all follow when it comes to the preparation of the meals of the patients. And I believe that this kitchen is nutritionist certified?
Exactly. Now, at Western Hospital, we try to give the best personal care of our patients. We have been in this industry for 33 years. So we like to give the best for our patients, and we like to give them wholesome food, which is certified by our nutritionists.
Sanjay Heyantudua. Hi Doctor, tell me about the charity organization, the Sri Lanka Kidney Association, and also about the charitable work that you are involved in.
Yeah, actually if you go back to the history of Sri Lanka Kidney Patient Association, it was started way back in 1987 in parallel to the first kidney transplantation done in 1985. It was really started by Professor Rizvi Sharif in 1987. So actually it was rejuvenated in 2011 June within the hospital premises of Western Hospital. It was actually facilitated again by Professor Rizvi Sharif and a lot of other artists, doctors and the patients at that time. So up to now, because of this association, Sri Lanka Kidney Patients Association, which is the oldest association, kidney association of this country, has done tremendous work to uplift the quality of care for poor kidney patients in this country.
Western Hospital also has a nurse training school right here, and it is also accredited by NITA, and they offer various courses in becoming a nurse, and also they are hoping to go into caregivers and so much more. The launch of the Western Hospital's latest channeling section. It's very well equipped, and there's so much for you to look forward to, along with their partnership with the Doc 990 app, which will reduce the waiting time of patients, as everything is just one touch away. So let's go and see what this is all about.
Thank you for your presence. It means a lot to us to have you all here today.
We are opening this project with a plan that was given by Dr. Kitsiri many years ago, and I'm glad to say that we have actually executed it today. We, of course, could not have made this possible without the hard work and the dedication of our staff and construction teams who have worked tirelessly from day one to make this possible.
Initially, I would like to say that we at Western Hospital are privileged to initially have you all here today. With great respect, I acknowledge our chief guest, Dr. Amal Harsha De Silva, DDG MOH, and our great chairman, Professor Rizvi Sharif, Chairman Western Group of Companies, and acknowledge our head of sections, staff, colleagues, friends. We are again privileged to have all of you here today and would like to say hi to all of you.
I'm very grateful to all of you for having come, taken your time, and please help us because we need a custom from the consultants. Sometimes consultants like to go for big names, but actually this is a small name, but we are big in heart and we like to do things for the good of patients. And I thank all of you for coming.
with Dr. Harshadi Silva right now, the chief guest of today's event. Hi, tell me, how does it feel to be here and what are your thoughts on the Western Hospital?
Oh, my thoughts are always good. Western Hospital is a continuous quality improving hospital. And I think, we have seen the best channel rooms in this country today. And I think they have remarkably changed their channeling rooms. And I think doctors will be more comfortable. And then also the patients as well. Because, unless you are in a comfortable environment, you can't give your best. Therefore, it's very, very important that a doctor is comfortable and the patients are more comfortable than the doctor. Because patients come to us physically down, mentally down. They are in desperation. And a little bit of a program to support them, digital program to support them if they are getting late, to tell the doctor that I am getting late, please wait for me. Don't get unnecessary heart attack for the doctor. That's an important thing. And therefore, I think that's what Western Hospital has done today. And I think all the little things add up for the quality of care. And quality of care is like goodness of service. The degree of goodness of service is great here. Therefore, I think, this has set a new benchmark for the private healthcare as well as the government healthcare today by Professor Rishi Sharif and the team. And therefore, I think, this will raise the bar of healthcare in the country.
And we're with Rishi from Dialog right now, who's going to tell us a little bit about this Doc 990 app. Hi, Rishi. If you could tell us a little bit about the app and the whole concept that is behind it.
All right. So Doc 990 is a product of Digital Health Private Limited. We're a subsidiary of Dialog. So basically, Digital Health, what we do is we make life easier for patients. So through our app Doc 990, it's basically a consultant channeling app. So right now we have moved into other avenues such as patient queue management systems, medicine to doorstep and sort of things like that, all to make the life of patients more convenient.
If you could also tell us through this app how the patient queue management system works.
All right. So it's very easy. Once you make an appointment through the app, you would get an SMS generated just like this, which says the name and the date of the appointment. And you would also get another SMS with that giving you a link on how on when to check the number at the doctor. So once you click on the link, just like this, and then you type in your phone number, it basically shows you what number is currently going at the doctor right now. So it's as easy as that, and you don't need to wait in long queues or anything like that. Just check on the app and come at the time that's convenient for you.
So if you could also tell us about how one can get the app and also the payments and everything behind it.
All right. Yeah, you can get it from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Yeah. So this is how you actually install it on Google Play. It's pretty easy. You go to the Play Store, you type Doc 990, click it, and just click install. And voila, you have the app.
And we are with Gimali right now. Hi, Gimali. Tell us about this Genie app.
Hi. So Genie is the first and only PCI DSS certified fintech app in Sri Lanka, which is also central bank approved. So with PCI DSS, what we ensure is a higher security for the customer data which is stored in the app. With Genie, the customers can store their credit card, their debit card, current account, savings account, and use Genie as your virtual wallet to pay for any product and services across the island. So we are proud to partner with Western Hospital, and Western Hospital is our first hospital who has come on board. And what Western Hospital can do is they can enable all their payment solutions through Genie with an array of innovative payment channels like online, even over the counter. And if the customer or the patient is unable to visit the hospital, they can call the hospital, channel their doctor, and just pay through Genie from home.
And we're in conversation with Dr. Ranju Kubesiri. Hi, so tell me about your experience with the Western Hospital and the outcome of all the surgeries that have been taken place here.
Right. First say, WI is Western Infirmary is a good institution for transplantation because it's really geared for transplantation, and that's the commonest surgery which happens in this hospital. And for the last 30 years, they have been the pioneering institution for transplantation. I myself have done about 180 transplants in this institution alone, and why I like this place is it's very compact. Although it's very compact, everybody knows what's going on, and not only the surgeons and the anaesthetists, but the nursing staff, the other minor staff, and even the ward staff is quite geared to take on transplantation. So not only the intraoperative bit of it, but after the operation also, it's all very standardized routine care. So it's not a one-off surgery at the Western Infirmary. So it's quite comfortable. I feel very comfortable operating in this institution.
And we are with Dr. Arjuna Marasinghe. Hi, doctor. Tell me, how does it feel to be here, and what are your thoughts on the Western Hospital?
Hi. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I actually have been visiting Western Hospital for quite a long time, which has been branded as our neighborhood hospital. Now it has gone another step to have this channeling section for the various OPD patients who will be coming in here for the various consultation in various specialties forward for the hospital, and I wish all the best for their future.
And we're with Dr. Mrs. Niaz. Hi, doctor. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the Western Hospital?
I think this is an ideal location to most of the places, people around this area. I am covering mainly the maternity patients. I work in here for 2 years. I think I am getting the good help from the other staff as well.
Also, what are your thoughts on this Doc 990 app?
I think already I registered in that service. I think it's really convenient for the patient. It saves their money and the time as well. So there's something, it's really they come and see the physically, they can come and consult us. Otherwise we can, most of the thing we can solve over the phone through the 990.
That was an insight into the Western Hospital and all the great services that they have to offer. It may be a smaller building, but it's definitely a lot of great service and great care for all the patients. So until next time, I am Naveksha, and it's a wrap.
Western Hospitals, your health, our mission.